It's the NFL on EA Sports. And all eyes are on the Jaguars' towering wide receiver. And with him, any catch could be a big one. He's the NFL leader in touchdown receptions.
Good boy.
It's the Jags and the Steelers, and it comes your way next.
Well, we knew snow was a possibility for this game, and the weather was happy to oblige with a nice layer of rain over Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium, and we got more snow on the way. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm Brandon Gunn. He's Charles Davis. Full disclosure, we both have mittens. We both have coats on up here in the booth. This one, it's going to be interesting.
I've got the long johns, the socks, the boots, you name it. You know me in cold weather, we don't get along all that well. But these games are always interesting because you never know how it's going to play out. One slip, someone's going for 80 yards, and you could lose a game.
Yeah.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Takes it at the 7th.
A
good-looking return set up here. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
Gotta be shitting.
Well, that wipes away a big return on the opening kickoff.
And that's the way you're supposed to start a game. What a momentum grabber. Instead, some of that gets wiped away on that one.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
I know they're not serious, gang.
Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
And he's got room. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Lawrence to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And some room to work. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Oh, yeah, he got that, bro.
Lawrence's throw taken in by Ingram. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. Etienne up the middle. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Yeah, absolutely. Takes 2 to tango. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The quick slant caught. Touchdown.
Like that, boy.
A great effort there. Standing alone with a new NFL record 32nd touchdown. And the Jaguars get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the cornerback.
And he's been, in my mind, the best player in the NFL at this point of the season. And I think if you pull folks with a ballot, and I certainly have one, I think they'd say he's a front runner for MVP. So now it comes down to finishing out the season strong. And a good game here would certainly strengthen his case.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 25-yard line. Pickett now on first down. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. A first carry for Najee Harris. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
I don't know, you see that? That's what you're supposed to do, big dog. That's what you're supposed to do.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Pickett back to throw.
No.
Now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Jags grab it. And so we're into it over.
Whenever we call a game that's in the snow, we have to focus a little bit more, trying to make sure we've got the right numbers on players that we're calling right, the right guys in the game. Think about the guys on the field. Their focus has to really increase as well because so many things coming at you. You got to make sure that you're really locked in on taking care of the ball.
Or if you don't, you cough it up like they did right there. And the Jacksonville offense on their way out again as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. What we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I years of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
slow guy, bro.
Now Lawrence on first down. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. The primary of this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of '85. But then they never lose again en route to winning Super Bowl 20.
And when you look back on it, partner, didn't it almost feel like a setup game? Because they were playing the Dolphins, and the Dolphins were protecting their franchise's undefeated season of 1972, that team. And you know what that team does. They love to celebrate the fact that they still are the only one to get through an entire NFL season that way. That was Dan Marino's third year, playing under the great Don Shula, and they were motivated to keep that franchise's record intact.
Going for it, here's Etienne. Shoves him aside. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's first and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky fourth down call. Remember, that was fourth and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and fourth and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's at 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
They'll run with Etienne.
Oh my.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter. As they come up now, second and goal. Now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Oh, yeah.
Prater on to add the extra point.
The Steelers.
And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded right around the 8. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week. And in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
A 2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day. I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it. And he's giving me. He rifles one that's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. But no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick-6.
And it's plays like that one that made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Damn straight, boy.
The PAT. And it is now 21-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes it at the 7. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So with the Steeler offense on their way out, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make it to the playoffs, they're actually in a playoff push right now.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second.
He's up to the man, they do a nice job of stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Now Pickett. Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six.
That's exactly what I wanted.
Were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
This is glorious.
Prater on to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Fielded right around the 8. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. After the pick six, here's Pickett to try again. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 at a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett eluding the pressure right.
No
Pass
fucking
incomplete,
way.
but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
You see this a lot on corner blitzes because they don't often get a shot at the quarterback, so they want to take it when they can. But this time, the hit came too late. Easy call for the official.
I'm eager.
But it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jaguars are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Hey, keep passing the ball all the time, fuck.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win. Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the gun, it's Lawrence.
Oh, damn.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Lawrence will throw. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Again, it's Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars continue to pull away here in this first half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Hey.
Now Prater to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
I will.
After the sack on first down, Pickett got it over. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy, all these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. Jacksonville offense gets the ball back. Travis Etienne and company head back out there.
Damn right. Absolutely laid out that boy. Boom.
Yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Touchdown, Jaguars! A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Prater on to add the extra point.
Oh, shit.
Pushed it right. It's no good. So with a missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Takes it at the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Meanwhile, Pickett's throw on target to James. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's Pickett. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been
feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Devin Lloyd, the one to get home and earn that sack.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Blankenship's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And, folks, this is a 67-yard attempt. And now this ball picked up in the end zone. Remember, this is a live ball.
What are you doing, Bussy? Scoring.
Pass midfield. Look out. And he is finally taken down. Boy, that was nearly something. He takes that almost the length of the field on the missed field goal, but he comes up short in the end zone, and that'll do it for this first half. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Now, once again, Kenny Pickett leading his offense out. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
Looking to throw again on second down. Pickett. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Yeah, back that shit up, boy.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
On second down, this is Harris. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And to the 42-yard line here.
Yeah,